Welcome back to the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. This is the Marvelous One back at it again with Dell. What's good?
Yo,
How you
well,
feeling, man?
not well, not very well. I had to lose to the Panthers. Uh, not good, not good. I mean, I knew the defense was bad, but come on, man. Just some of the stuff we doing now is just stupid. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's 4th and 3. The game is tied up, and you're not running press.
Mm.
You're running a zone where the man is over top of the slot guy is 7 to 8 yards behind off the line of scrimmage. Like you don't know that they're about to throw a short pass. It's crazy.
What is it
Gotta
with
go.
y'all with all the zone defenses, man? I mean,
It's
I
evil flus. It's evil flus. That's what he does. He likes to run zone. We don't have zone personnel apparently. They don't know how to do it. I don't get it. You cover an area and you stay in that area. But apparently, either they don't know what area they're supposed to be covering, or the areas the evil flus are choosing to cover are not the right areas.
but I mean, NFL quarterbacks know how to pick apart a zone defense. It's easy. You sit down in the zone and you wait for the ball to be thrown to you. And especially on a 4th and 3, why are you playing zone on 4th and 3? That's insane.
It made no sense, and according to him, he actually had the play set up for that play, but the linebacker didn't make it over there in time. So why do you got him line up at the line of scrimmage? Why do you just put him where he's supposed to be? Stop being tricky. Just put him where he's supposed to be, and that's what happens. He had him blitzing, right? It looked like it was more like a zone blitz, right? He had him look like he was blitzing, and then he was supposed to peel off and run out to that slant coming towards him, which is stupid. Just put the man there. Just put him there. Like stop all the trying to confuse. You've been too confusing, and you're hoping that the man could get there before the damn quarterback throw it, which he saw. I could see it from the time when they lined up with the line of scrimmage. I said, "There's nobody checking the slot guy. There's
Mm-hmm.
nobody on top of the slot guy." The end linebacker was rushing. He looked like he was rushing anyway. He looked like he was blitzing, but then he peeled off, and then he was supposed to book out to get that slant, which is stupid. If that's the design of the play, it's dumb. It's just dumb. It's stupid.
Well, I mean, I can get that. I can get that in early in the game when you're mixing up your man to man to your zone. You're doing things to trick the quarterback, to trap him, but not on the 4th and 3. Not on 4th and 3. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I mean, if anything, you're going to bracket their best receiver in man to man, but you should not get beat on the zone on 4th and 3 in the fourth quarter.
No, no, not at all. Not at
Yeah.
all. And Rico said, time up. What did he say? He said, "Buckle your seatbelt." And he wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying. That's right.
He was not lying at all. I
That's
mean, he
right.
forced us. Forced
I
us
forgot
to
all
go.
about that.
Yeah, buckle your seatbelt is what he said. And the coach said something about it, and I think Call said something about it too. Dak said something about it too. But yeah, he smoked us. No doubt. Had his best career, had his career game.
Yeah, 183
Thought last
yards.
Yeah, I thought last week was his damn career game. No,
So,
just 2 weeks back to back, he done put up 200 plus total yards.
but we got to start asking ourselves now: what happens to Cuba Hubbard when he comes back?
Well, I think they already paid Chuba, so they gotta pay him. Gotta play him. But I mean, they're just gonna give Rico more action. That's all. Rico earned his action.
I
You
think
know what
so
I'm saying?
too. But I mean, I guess it's a good problem to have. You got both of them.
That's right. It's just like Detroit. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 great running backs, two
That is
two
true.
very good running backs.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, but one's
yeah.
gonna get the lion's share. That's just the way it goes. So it ain't gonna be even Steven, I'm pretty sure.
No, but they got a good problem to have. This takes a lot of pressure off of Bryce Young.
Yep.
The Panthers are looking pretty good, man. I
Are they
mean,
are they 500 this late in the season, dog? This might be the first time since
what you mean late in
Bryce
the
Young
season?
been there.
Early in the season, they're three and
I mean,
three.
this late by this late, they under 500 by 2 games at least.
They're on the 500 after the first game. What are you talking about? For the first 2
Yeah,
games, they on the 500. What are you talking
yeah.
about?
This by the game 6, they still 500. That's an accomplishment for them.
Yeah, it is big time, and a lot of credit to them. I didn't think they were going to be any good at all this season, but I think Rico Downs has been a pleasant surprise for them and really put them on the map. And I mean, I counted this as a win for my Saints against the Panthers. At least one game against them. Hell, I'm not too sure about that. Uh,
Nah, they ain't gonna be. I told you that when you said that before. I said that ain't gonna be an easy game for
yeah, I see. I'm starting to see it now. Like, oh man, that was one of the
Yeah,
wins.
Bryce coming along, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the perfect damn defense for Bryce. Hardly got any pressure. I think we sacked him one time. I mean, it's just bad all the way around, man. It's just bad all the way around. The defense. We need to fire Eberflus. We don't fire people in the middle of the season like we should. You know what I'm saying? I think the last time we fired a defense coordinator midway through the season, like 2007 or something like that. We need to go ahead and fire him. Anything's better than him right now. This is as bad as what Mike Nolan was when he was there for that 1 year.
Oh yeah,
And we
remember
call
that.
him damn near historically bad. We getting there.
Yeah,
We damn
yeah,
near on
you're
the
getting
way.
it. Well, yeah. Well, for our viewers, the Cowboys lost to the Panthers 30-27 in a game that was going back and forth. And I couldn't believe it that the Panthers were given a fight and ended up winning this game at the end. So kudos to the Panthers.
Yeah,
Um,
and don't get me wrong. Though the offense did score 27 points, they're not without their faults either. They had some stuff. I mean, just the fact you had to keep going for it on fourth down is mind-boggling. Why are you going for a fourth down against the Panthers? Get it in three. You know what I'm saying?
the-
I think they went for three fourth downs. You know,
mm,
and got two of them. You know, which
yeah.
I don't understand why you're doing that against the Panthers.
Well, because you're not getting the first down on the first three. So you're
Yeah,
obviously struggling against the Panthers. And I
yeah,
guess we got to start taking the Panthers seriously now.
yeah. We'll see when CD come back and everything. How everything. See if we still got them issues from here to here from time to time.
Yeah. Well, moving on to the Saints. Saints fall to the New England Patriots 25-19. The Patriots look to be a really, really good team. And then you and I talked about this at the beginning of the season. With Mike
Mhm.
Vrabel there, we knew that he was going to, get them right. They were going to be very competitive. They were going to do all the right things to win games. And that's what they did. I mean, they they scored on their first two possessions. And that's becoming a trend with our defense. I think is the last four games, opponents have
Mm,
scored touchdowns on their first two possessions.
mm.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's happening every week. And then some kind of way they start off slow and then they kind of figure it out in the second half and they shut teams down. Like New England scored 22 points in the first half and only 3 in the second half. So they ended the game with
Mm,
25 when they started with 14 in the first
mhm.
5 minutes of the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So defense, I know a lot of people crapping on the defense because they're giving up these quick touchdowns in the beginning of the games because they did it against the Giants, they did it against the Bills, they did it against the Seahawks, and now it's happened again against the Patriots. But they somehow they tend to figure it out some kind of way. I don't know if it's just a slow start or it's just taking up some time to make adjustments once they see what the opposing team is doing. Maybe they're not getting enough film work that's showing what the opposing team is doing or showing what the Patriots were doing. I don't know, maybe because this is a new quarterback, but they seem
Mhm.
to figure it out. So I'm not going to hammer them too hard, but they need to get it together, obviously, right? Because they're going
Yeah.
to have to carry this team. This is There's only been one game this season that we've scored 20 more points, 20 over 20 points.
Yeah.
One game
Yep. That was against the Bills.
that was against the Bills.
Who that's not even looking that great now.
Right, right. And we're looking at them now like, yeah, their defense is trash.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
look like super trash now.
yeah, their defense looks really bad. So, it's like, okay, well, yeah, that wasn't a top notch opponent that we played. You know what I mean? We're feeling good
Yeah.
about ourselves. They had a lot of people talking about moral victory against the Bills. Like, man, there's no moral victories in the NFL. To lose by
No.
12.
I mean, you're saying that, they didn't get stopped. I mean, at least they were kind of semi-competitive in that game. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they're trying to say. At least you were kind of competitive. They pulled away
You
at the
know,
end, but
you
you were
know,
kind of competitive on that game.
in the NFL, the
More
margin of victory,
competitive than you're supposed to be.
the average margin of victory is 3.5 points. That's the range you should be in,
Right.
right? If you lose
Mhm.
by 2 scores in the NFL, that's like losing by 30 in college. You know what I mean? So it's
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
it just shows how struggles are really highlighted, and it was highlighted again against the Patriots. People really coming down hard on Chris Olave, our first round draft pick from a few
Well, what
years
happened?
ago.
What did he do?
He dropped like 3 passes. He
Nah.
had one in the end zone. Spencer threw it on him. It fell right into his arms. He dropped it. It was going to be a tough catch, but it's a catch that he should make.
Right.
There was another one that hit him right in the chest. He dropped it, and there was another one where one of the things he get his bad rep on is that he doesn't make contested catches. And this time he made a contested catch, and as he was coming down, a defender came and knocked it out of his arms. It was called the
Okay.
incomplete pass, but it should have been
Mhm.
a fumble.
Ah.
And it was a fumble because he made the catch, he made a football move, and then it was knocked out of his arms.
Mm.
But but you got to make those catches. And as bad as this team is, and as much as we struggle to score, you need your star players to make those scores for them. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Um, and you're going to need players like him, Shaheed, to uplift this offense. I think they're both really, really good receivers, up and coming receivers when given the opportunities. The game started off, we had a 50-something yard pass to Chris Olave. Should have been a touchdown. I'm trying my best not to crap on Rattler. Well, it should have been a touchdown. If he'd have laid it out where
Yeah,
Chris
first down.
Olave would, the defender would have never caught up and caught him. It would have been a touchdown. But he short on it, which is okay. It was still caught. It was a good pass. I can't clown him too much. But it landed with a field goal because it was short on him. And as bad as we need points, offensively, that was one play you should have got those points. So
Right.
yeah. Oh, and by the way, I did say we only scored over 20 points one time. We actually scored 26 points against the Giants, but
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure did.
7 of those points came from the defense. So technically, the offense only scored 19 points. Only scored 20 points one time, over 20 points one time, as I said. But yeah, so it's it's just frustrating to watch. Um, I don't know how much longer. Like you look at your quarterback, he's not costing us games. He's not
Right.
losing these games. He's not
Right.
turning the ball over. He's not throwing away these games.
Yeah, he's not looking super duper terrible.
He's not looking terrible.
Yeah, he's not looking super terrible.
Yeah, I can't say that, but he's not winning these games.
Right.
And last week wasn't really his fault. The receivers didn't help him out, but as the quarterback, man, you got to do what you can, man. You got to score more than 20 points. That's my deal.
Right.
In today's NFL, you
Absolutely.
got to have more than 20 points.
Yep.
Like the way our defense played, if our offense had scored the points that the Cowboys scored, 27, we would have beat the Patriots.
Hmm.
So you got to score. You got to score at least 25 points in the NFL today. We don't have the Ravens defense from 2000. We don't have the 85 Bears where we're holding people to 10 points a game.
Right.
If we had the Ravens defense that can uplift our offense, the Tony Banks offense that the Ravens had back then okay, yeah. But you can't even play like that in the NFL today. Because that back
Mhm.
then it was about intimidating your opponent, right? You can't
Yep.
intimidate them anymore. So we got to score, and that's been our problem. And I'm just getting tired of it. And at some point, man, you're gonna have to make a switch. You gotta get a spark. And I want to
Right.
see the rookie because we're getting
Right.
to the point where playoffs are going to be out of reach. We're 1-5. I think one more loss, it is completely out of reach.
It's already outreach, man. Let's be real.
I
One in
mean,
five. If you look at the
it,
statistics of a 1-5 team making the playoffs, it's got to be lower than 5%.
it is because I think 1-4 or one team made the playoffs at 1-4 once. I think it was the Chargers.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It's pretty much over but I think we still got a point zero something percent chance of making the playoffs. So
Yeah.
it's still a
And,
chance. It's the
and
only
to your
1-6 is I think it's done.
and to your point, it was 4 games this weekend that the winning team had 20 points. So,
Yeah.
like you said, if you had 20 points or less, you had a very good chance of losing that game.
Yes. Yes. The
Yeah.
only team that won the game scoring less than 20 points were the Broncos, and they beat the Jets 13-11.
No, they wasn't the only team.
Who was the other team that
You
won?
talking about
Oh, the
this week?
Rams. Yeah, the
The
Rams did
Rams.
it.
Yeah, they smashed the damn Jet. I mean the Ravens, but
Yeah.
they caught the
But
dogs off.
but those are probably the two
And
worst
then
teams in the league.
right, and then Seahawks had exactly 20 points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They had exactly 20 points, beat the Jaguars.
And the
Uh,
Raiders had exactly 20.
yeah, and the Raiders. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Gino
But
tried to lose that game though. He
oh
really
yeah.
did. He tried to lose that game. He just, I mean, he stunk bad enough, but the rest of the team wouldn't let him lose the
right.
game.
And speaking of that game, the Titans fired their head coach.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was one of the people they said might be one of the first ones up out of there.
I didn't think that. I was thinking Mike McDaniels was going to be the first to go.
Well, if this was his first year, he probably would have they probably would let him finish. But this is second year.
Right.
So you'd have had two quarterbacks, early quarterbacks that you went through and
Hmm.
destroyed. And
Right.
didn't look well with both of them. I think through the first 2 years you have 5 wins.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was 4 or 5 wins because right
Yeah,
now they don't have any win this season. I think
not
they
this
won four
season.
last year. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is like. So I wonder what happens with his father. His father was like the offensive line coach. So Bill
Yeah,
Callahan.
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Papa Callahan. He was supposed to be the offensive line coach.
Right.
Uh, but when you tell me Callahan, I'm not looking for a high scoring offense. Okay. When I hear the name Callahan, I'm looking for a lot of running,
Really.
3 yards in a cloud of dust. Yeah, because that's Callahan's offense is usually predicated around the run. It's
Well, I
not
mean,
flying four wide receivers, shotgun. It's not that type of offense.
well, well,
Usually.
well, well, he had the one offense that was high flying. That was the
Oh,
Raiders back in 2001.
with Gannon?
Yes, the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, that's probably the one time I remember him having that type of joint. That was Gannon's MVP year.
That was his MVP. Yeah, that was the
Um,
year they went to the Super Bowl and they got smashed by the Bucks.
Tampa Bay. Yep. Yep.
Yep. And it was basically, Gruden knew everything about that team. And so he had
Right, and then and
advantage.
then and then see, and that's what you also got to remember too. That was Gruden's offense, really. That
Yes,
was
it was.
that wasn't
Shanahan was
Callahan's
his
offense.
right. He was the offensive coordinator when Gruden was there. So,
Exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So they continue what Gruden had when Gruden left. So
right.
that still wasn't technically Callahan's deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
When
fair.
Callahan has the offense, it's a 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Right.
You
That's
know.
fair.
So yeah, when I hit, I just don't see high flying. And now you got the number one pick, and nowadays they don't give you a lot of time when you got the early pick. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. You know,
Right.
they expect you at least be producing something.
Right.
That first year, at least show
Right.
something. You got potential. And right now they don't look like they have potential. They just don't, especially offensively. They just can't score points.
Right. Yeah, no, they haven't developed Ward well. Even though it's his first year, you still should be somewhat competitive in some of these games. And I think they were blown out last week, and now you lose to the Raiders, which is one of the lower rated teams in the league this year. So
Right. If I was there, I would have got like a
a
more
veteran,
passing, yeah, a passing style, offensive coordinator. I wouldn't did the nepotism and bring Pops in there. I'm a head well, he the offensive line coach, but I'm saying I would bring in the offensive coordinators more predicated to the pass. You know what I'm saying?
well, I would have did it differently. I would have brought in a veteran quarterback to start these first 4 games.
Well,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true. That could have been a thing too. There's plenty of them
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
There's plenty of them out there. You could have put Jameis Winston in there. You could have. Hell, you can go for Russell Wilson and let them start first, so Cam can see what they're doing, learn from them. You know, learn from their mistakes, and then you'll see. You know what I mean? I think Jackson Dart, it was very helpful for him to sit those first 3-4 games to
Yeah,
watch what Russell Wilson was doing. And I think he picked up on a lot. I think a lot of the runs where you see him running, that's what Russell Wilson does. He sees
yeah,
those gaps and he takes them. He did that a couple of times against the Cowboys. So
yeah. I mean, admittedly, he was a bit of a runner at Ole Miss too, though. He would get out there, so
yeah,
that's part of his game.
that
But I
is
mean,
part of
like
it.
you said, he got to see what to do, and most importantly, what not to do. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So he see when Russell come off the field and Deb over there talking to him, and he say something that's bad, and they got this disagreement. He kind of see, oh, okay, so maybe I shouldn't be looking at that. You know,
Right.
maybe I
Maybe I
shouldn't be
shouldn't
looking at
say
that
that.
play either. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, yeah, he's coming through, and he's definitely giving that team a spark. Him and old Scatterboo. I told you that dude was gonna be something when he got there, boy.
You're right. You're right.
He continued from Arizona State, man. He
Mm.
continued right on from Arizona because that's just how he was at Arizona State. He was the spark plug of that team, and I'm talking about Scatterboo right now.
I
He
remember.
was the spark plug of that team, and he would just make play after play after play, no matter what it was. If it was a big blow up block, if it was catching the ball downfield. And Arizona State used to catch the ball downfield, like
Mm.
30 yards downfield.
Yeah, he was everything for them.
He was
So
everything for them, man. And he's about to be look like that for the Giants, man.
thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
How